Oh yeah, it's Rick Savage. The Savage Man can. So yeah, in this video I want to talk about something about extroverts, introverts, and in terms of bodybuilding in relation to it. I can say to get gains from the gym gains, muscle gains, strength gains, in a way you have to kind of separate a lot of parts of life. You gotta kind of grind and be in that monk zone, you know. And because you don't want to be too much out and about in terms of being everywhere and trying to be the life of the party. That type of mentality and character might not play well in terms of somebody who wants to make gains bodybuilding, because bodybuilding is a very in a way you can say narcissistic and selfish sport where you don't really care. You have to kind of not give a care for outside world too much, unless if it's your family, your loved ones, your career, and your close friends. A lot of times you just gotta kind of avoid going to places and being part of things that take you away from the grind, you know, the routine. Because if there's something that gets you away from the routine of training, you're never going to make gains. You can only make gains if you eat well, on time, get your meals in, if you sleep on time, if you're consistent with your training, consistent in the gym. Can't be somebody that just comes to the gym 2-3 times a week, whenever they have time, or somebody who just comes for 45 minutes and just half-ass workout. Can't be that type. You really have, the mind has to be in it, and the soul. All these things have to be in it. And that only can be if you're very much have introverted quality. Doesn't mean you have to be an introvert by heart. Somebody who's not social. No, because the gym is becoming now more of a social place. So, but yeah, the type of personality you need is to be introverted, and you can be extroverted too, but you have to draw a balance. Like for myself, I'm naturally a very introverted person, but I also like to be social at times, right? I like to have my me time. I like to stay away from people, especially when I was single. And there are times weekend comes and I want to meet up with my friends. I want to go here. I want to go party. I want to go places. But if you are the type of person that's always extroverted, always after work you want to go out, socialize, you want to go eat, you want to grab beer, watch games, drink, then it's going to be very hard, because you're always going to be temptation to have food out and about wherever you go, and it's not going to be probably the healthiest of choices. You're going to be the type of person that drinks occasionally. Maybe you do gambling. So an extroverted person, oh yeah, and one other thing about extroverted people is that they cannot do things independently. They need to be around people. Without the people around them, they don't have energy. But bodybuilding is a self-development sport. It's you versus you. It's you that gotta do it. It's not a team sport. It's a single person sport. So you have to really be, in a way, introverted. If you need people around you for comfort, to get things done, then it's going to be very, very difficult. Very difficult. And I'm just being in general, you know. I'm not saying extroverted people, social people, life of the party, happy-go-lucky people are not going to make gains. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that extroverted qualities, their traits, kind of interfere with bodybuilding. Because with bodybuilding, you have to make sure you eat at times. You have to prepare your food, and you don't have anybody preparing it for you. You got to prepare it yourself. It's not like you go to a restaurant and they make it for you and you have your meals. So in a way, that is being independent on your own. Then you have to make sure you rest, sleep on time, And also extroverted people, probably they need people around them to train, like a training partner, group fitness. But a person who's introverted does not really care about training with people or having a training partner. They can do it themselves. Like me, I never had a training partner in my life. I mean, when I did begin training, I did train with my friend, because we out of our group of friends, our clique, a few of those guys really wanted to hit the gym. Some of our friends were still just lazy and just more worried about getting high all the time. And that's their choice. But still, one or two friends, we were dedicated amongst our group, because we wanted to give this thing a try. And with trying, we stayed in the game, because everybody tried. Even my friends that were smoking weed and drinking, they tried too. Or people in the neighborhood that I knew my age, that they also started going to the gym, nearby gyms, and everybody put in work in the gym. But not any people really saw results, or either they didn't see results, or they just didn't like to do workout, you know. And you can't force really somebody, because then it's like a chore for them. So those people just went extinct. So if we are here today with this, it's because we got the results and we stick to it, and that's how it all just transpired. That's how it all transpired. If we weren't making any gains, if we didn't enjoy what we were doing, we wouldn't be the ones with the muscle, with the mass. We wouldn't be the ones that would be lifting those heavy weights. We wouldn't be the one with the athletic ability. We'd be just like everybody else. We wouldn't have that muscle size. But it's something that took years in the making. And discipline. More than consistency, it was discipline. Because you can be consistent with your training, but if you don't know how you're training, or if you just go and just don't know what you're doing really, or just have a purpose just to stay healthy, and you're not really doing the bodybuilding routine and figuring things out, looking at the parameters, then you're never going to be that mass monster, muscle man, bodybuilder. And when I say bodybuilder, I don't mean professional competitive bodybuilder. I just mean the recreational side of it. Because who is a bodybuilder? A bodybuilder is anybody that goes to the gym, who lifts weights to build muscle and has muscle. That's a bodybuilder to me. It doesn't mean you have to compete. You can be a regular person. It's like my friend. He's a soccer player. He's a basketball player. He's a golfer. So just like that. Just like that. Because bodybuilding is something where there's not much financial or monetary value in it. You spend more than you get a lot of the times. And if you do make it professionally, then it's just a very small margin of people that can do it, and that market for that. So put that aside. Let's discuss back to introvert and extrovert. So person who's more introverted will probably do better than somebody who's more extroverted, you know. Because when I was even growing up, I had friends that were more the person that likes to party and go to raves or music festivals or nightclub, or go watch sports at the stadium, or go watch sports at the pub and bars, drink, that kind of lifestyle. And nothing wrong with that. That's fun too to do, but in the long run, you gotta kind of not have excess of that. Even with gambling, if you go out and gamble, you have to watch yourself. Can't go overboard with that. But so those types of people I notice are not the ones that are bodybuilders. And yeah, it's a trend that a lot of people that want to have a nice physique are the guys that want to party, and girls that want to party. Just like, the whole Jersey Shore kind of persona, or the Guido idea. We party, you have a nice physique, you work out, you look good, you dress good, or you keep up to date with that lifestyle. And yeah, those types of people are the ones that do also go to the gym and take roids, but a lot of them they don't go too far. They don't do. It's very, very short lifespan. Not lifespan in terms of their life, but just having the gains. And if they do get gains, then they probably just end up being somebody who puts on size, loses it, puts on size, and just works out socially for fun, and just I wouldn't say mediocre, but just they kind of just stay where they are, all because of vitamin S. I know a lot of guys that are like that. I don't know how long they can sustain it, because with age, they get married and they just they just don't live that lifestyle anymore. The people that party less are the ones that are better at this. And now with social media, I finally realized it. When I was much younger, in a way, we had to balance everything out. Be extroverted. Being introverted was looked down upon. But now it's like a backlash. Now it's social media. It's good to be extroverted. It's good to go in the grind. It's good to stay away from people. It's kind of cut people off and focus on yourself. And back then, focus on yourself meant kind of you were being socially awkward, and nobody wanted to be socially awkward. People wanted acceptance. But now it doesn't matter anymore, because you do all that acceptance stuff and meet people and socialize. And sometimes that takes a toll on you, and you realize that you lose a lot in life, and you lose it spiritually and financially and emotionally, psychologically, everywhere. Because you can have friends, they can turn on you. You don't have friends with those people. You cut them off. Toxic friends, all types of people, or even relationships. You meet somebody, you're social. You break up with that person. Either or. If I'm talking about a woman, then you meet a person, a boyfriend who's just like that, you cut them off. Then you realize. Then you start focusing on yourself. But the people that do better at focusing on themselves from the start are the introvert people. Not full introvert, maybe in terms of other fields, but in terms of gym, they're probably the ones that's better. But doesn't mean they're not social. They're definitely social at the gym and social in life, pretty much, and on social media. But things have changed. Things have altered. Sometimes we have better friends online than in reality. Because like-minded people can connect through Instagram and social media and YouTube, while in reality you hardly find people that are like-minded and with your interests. And if you are find someone who's like-minded in interest, things might not go well in terms of relationship. So that's what I am discussing, and hopefully we made sense. And it's been 13 minutes in this video. But both traits, both personalities can definitely get them gains, muscle gains, strength gains, and the gym life is yours for the taking. But if you really want to make those harsh gains, you're gonna have to kind of just focus on yourself and just worry about yourself, and less about being social and about other people and trying to fit in, definitely. And that's what a lot of young people have to realize. And I'm speaking as a 40-year-old man on this subject, because I've really, thank you, lady come out of nowhere, trying to cut me off. So yeah, that's what I would like to tell the young generation, just coming into adulthood. Don't want you guys to make mistakes that I did, and set yourself back, because I did set myself back. And in terms of gains too, I could have made further gains had I knew things that I know today 20 years ago, even 15 years ago. If it's 2013 now, 2023 now, what am I talking about? Then back in like 08, 2008. I wish I knew it back then. But anyways, you live and you learn, and just keep grinding and just keep focused on yourself, and everything will come. And live life day by day. You don't know what's in store. You don't know what's in store. You just gotta worry about your mind, your body, and soul, and your loved ones, and that's it. Take care. Subscribe, like. Let's get on top of this channel. All right, I'm out, guys. Savage Man is out. Peace.